Hi, welcome to my floss tube. My name is Michael, also known as Papa Stitcher, and I know this is my second one. My first one is April 11th, 2025. My first one is back in January 11th, 2025, and so it's been a couple months. But life's been throwing some challenges, and it's fine. Life does what it does, and it's all good. I was trying to do it more of like a weekly kind of thing, and then maybe every couple weeks thing, and then now it's 3 months later, and it's like, oops. Anyways, this is more kind of a channel of me keeping track of what I'm doing and like being accountable, and hopefully entertaining along the way. I want to thank all the people who decided to subscribe to my channel. That was very surprising and very nice, and I'll thank you for all the nice comments. And I did write down a few of them because they all a few of them had the same question or the same comments about. I know my last one the camera was kind of reversed, and so I even asked my kids who are in technology, how do I fix the camera, and they're like, I don't know, and then I finally figured it out on myself. So hopefully this time around everything should be looking correct, and um so hopefully that'll be fixed this time. My apologies for those who had to read everything backwards last time. So give me just a minute here. I'm getting over being sick, so I had to get a sip of water. So, anyways, one of the first things I wanted to talk about was I had a few people ask me what got me into cross stitching. So, growing up, my mom was a knitter and a crocheter, and so she was always knitting and crocheting things for other people, babies, blankets, etc. And then I always wanted something handmade, so and this is before the internet. So then I went to the library and found books and books with diagrams on them. And so then I between the different books that I checked out from time to time, I taught myself how to crochet and knit and make my own things because my mom never did. And then I had a friend who when I would go to and when there was like get-togethers, it was always at his grandma's house, and his grandma, she had these really cool like artwork on the wall, and it was kind of like painted, but then it was also um, embroidered or and different things, and it was like, and so I thought how interesting that was that she would paint it and then go back and like sew on it. So it was like a dual medium kind of thing, and I thought that was pretty cool. And so I asked her finally one time, like how she did the process, and turns out that it was a picture that she would just add the different threads onto. And so then that led me in a whole nother direction at the craft store. Actually, it was only Michael's at the time. And so, being the knitter and crocheter that I was, I would go regularly to the Michaels and get the supplies, and I wandered down the stitching aisle one day, and I came across this, and I'm like, okay, that's similar to what was at my friend's grandma's house. So why don't give it a try? It shouldn't be too hard, right? And I was young at the time, and then the instructions were very a lot. Oh, there's even the same threads. And so I tried reading the instructions. I didn't understand the instructions, and so I'm like, okay, I got the general idea from the because then they show you how to, you just do this, and then you'll have a picture. And I'm like, okay, cool. And I'm like, and then it gives you all all the flosses you needed and everything. And the hardest part was at the time I didn't realize you were supposed to separate the threads, and so I did this whole thing with 6 strands of floss, right? And to make things even worse, the instructions or the pattern was just this. So it's like there's basically no instructions, no diagram, or no, you know, like it is nowadays of the pattern. There was no pattern, and so I'm just like, okay, don't know what I'm doing. I have this as a guideline of what I should be doing. I'm not separating out any of the flosses, and so I got to work on it, and I got this far on it and ran out of floss. I'm like, wait a minute, how am I running out of threads when I'm doing what the book says? And so if Pops would have read the whole thing correctly and understood what he was reading, it would have been 2 strands of floss or whatever it called for instead of the 6, and I would have more. I probably would have had more than enough to cover this. So now that I'm looking at it, I mean, you could tell that it's very not good stitching, and the I actually still kind of like it a little bit, and I'm thinking maybe just to rip it all out and start over again, or try to start again. I don't know, but it looks like garbage the way it is. And it was, I mean, and it is because I like lions and tigers, it is a cool picture. And it is very old. And it's, let me check here if it says the date on it at all. Excuse me. It does not say on this what the date is. Give me just a minute. All right, thanks for holding. So it actually says here it was called On the Prowl, 1981. This is not when I bought it. So this was made like I don't know how many years before I even bought it, but 1981. And so now that I know more, although this is a lot of work to have to rip out, I'm like, that's a lot. But it is a cool. It is cool. I do like it still. I don't know. What do you think? Should I rip it all apart and then try again? Because it's a simplicity pattern, and see, and here's the other thing with the old patterns. It's just just light brown, dark brown, medium brown. It's no I don't know. I guess if I researched it more, this floss codes would tell me what maybe it is a DMC conversion somewhere. I don't know. But this was my start into cross stitch. And then I'm just like, okay, well, I didn't have enough floss, and I wasn't able to finish it. And if this is how it's supposed to be and you got to go buy more, that really sucks. And so I'm like, meh. So I put it on, I just stopped for a while and just kept with the crocheting and the knitting, and then I found my next project, which is this. And I can't remember who, and these are very dirty, they're very old. They're one of my first works. This is before I understood you should have clean hands before doing your stitching. And I can't remember if I had him done first or her done first. I had one of them done first, and then maybe I had her done first, because then I was just like, wow, that was a lot of work, and maybe I should just leave it at that and call it a day. But then I'm like, well, I like them both, so maybe I should just finish it. And so eventually I did finish it. I got him done, got him put in there, and then I really like it. And once I finished it, didn't know at the time you're supposed to actually put it on the wall and enjoy it, or put it into a pillow or whatever. And so it went into a box of crafting supplies, and yeah. And I would find it every once in a while and go, oh wow, that's really cool, I should do something with it. And I didn't. And now I found it again, and I can see it desperately needs a very good cleaning and made into something. I just don't know what to turn it in yet. And I did find this pattern still on the internet. I don't remember what it's called, but it is still out there, surprisingly. then from there, I went to this one, and at the time I was a monogamous stitcher, and so I would just work on something until it was finished, and then just I would hate it. It'd be boring. And I just like put it away, and then I finally finished it. As you can see, it was back in 1994, which is quite a while ago. Which is very. I was very surprised when I pulled this out, and I was like, "Oh wow!" And I'm like, "Wow, that's a very long time ago." So that was the next one, and then I had the lion done for the longest time, and it just took forever to do the border because of all the little fiddly bits of the flowers and the back stitching and all that. And I was new at stitching at the time, and didn't really understand the whole thing, and I finally got it done and was really proud of it. And then, of course, instead of putting it on a wall, I put it in my craft box in a safe spot. As you can tell, it's like wrinkly because it's been in a safe spot. This one needs a good cleaning as well. And then, yeah, and then decide if I'm gonna put it on a wall, if I'm gonna put it in, turn it into a pillow. I don't know what to do with it. So, what do you think? Would this will look good as a pillow, a wall hanging? I don't know. And then, so, and I would do things for friends. This one is very old as well, and of course, very, very dirty. And I found it, and I'm like, oh wow, I just need to finish this one side of it, and it's completely done. But then it's completely destroyed with this mess up here. So I gotta either figure out how to clean it, or like coffee tea dye it, whatever color this is, or it's just, yeah. And so it's just like, the different things. This is supposed to be a gift for someone who's, and then it never got finished. And then this next one was another Dimensions kit. It was called Fairy Frolic, and it's from excuse me, I don't know, but that's the name of it. And this one, I had a friend, and she had a sister, so I was like, oh, how perfect! It's two fairies, and I was gonna make it for my friend, which I finally made it, and then never got it completely FFO'd. And then when I was looking at it today, realized that there's backstitch in the water that hasn't been done, and there's supposed to be like French knots coming up out of the water that hasn't been done. And now I was thinking of finishing it and just giving it to my daughters, since I do have 3 daughters. I don't know. But you could tell it's old and needs a good cleaning as well. But this was the origins of what I first started working on years and years ago. And this one, I'm not sure where I got it, but it came with a tin, like a box, a metal box, and you made this design, and then you would glue it to the top of the box. And I got it for a friend, and I made this part. I got this far, and never glued it to the box, and then I lost the box or something. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but I still have the top. So I was thinking of and it's already mounted on a board and everything, and just finding a round frame if I could, or I don't know how to do this, because it's all glued down really well. I'm not even sure what I used to glue it down. This is so many years ago, but yeah. And then this one I made for my dad. It was going to be made for my dad, and then because as a young kid, he used to take my brother and I fishing all the time. We didn't always catch any fish, but we'd go fishing, and And my dad was the type of fisher that if we were going out fishing, he would like want to be there all day long. And we were like, okay, can we go home? We're bored now. And he's like, no. And this is the picture of the kit. So anyways, now I'm hoping this will be part of my 25 finishes in 25. And as I have a shadow frame. Is that what it's called? Shadow frame? A thicker frame where you could add stuff into it. And it's going to do like it'll be nice. It'll be nice. I'll show you when I'll show you when I get it done. And so then I have this last one from when I first started out. Very simple tiger. And then when I finished it, I was like, I did all the green grass, but then I wasn't sure about the tall grass and the branches of the trees, and so I'm just like, I don't know. And then of course it got put away in the craft box, and then I found it, and I was like, oh, I guess I found it a little while ago, and decided I should start doing the tall grass at least on the bottom, because there was like, because we have a floss still attached to it, so I was obviously working on it to do the longer grass for the bottom, and then I guess I was going to call it a day with that, and I just didn't do it. But this is like my very beginnings of doing cross stitch and like getting into the stitching. So it started with seeing a picture at a friend's house, friend's parents, grandma's house, and it's gone until now. So I hope that was a little, I guess, good explanation of how I got into cross stitch. I know I love the stories of when people say how they're someone in their family passed it down to them and they were able to like learn from them, and I was just like, oh, that's really nice. But it wasn't the that way for me. So anyways, I did have a question on my like I said before, my needle minders that I have them on display back here. And what it is just a little metal piece from the dollar store, or actually $1.25 store, and it's called, I don't know if that's the, sorry. And there's that, and that's, if those numbers help you at all, if you're looking for something similar, but they have all different styles of metal at the $1.25 store. And that's where I got that. And yeah, I have just needle minders behind me for now. With those, well, actually, this is the only stitching I have, and it's not even something I did. This was a Smalls Exchange gift that I received at the Stitching in the Wild, this last summer. Isn't that cool? I really like it. It was very good work. Very tiny, very tiny. I don't even know what size fabric this is, but it's just really super cool. I like it. And so I put it up here on my shelf. And yeah. And then there was another, I'm sorry, going through all my notes here. Oh, and there was one that says, where do I get my, there's a question of where did I get my needle minders from? It's mostly, right now, is from Caterpillar Cross Stitch, which are these here and up there. I could take you in closer. These are from Fat Quarter Shop, and then the other ones are from different events or companies. Give me just a minute, I'll get you a close-up on that. So this one is from the Caterpillar Cross Stitch. There's the zipper pulls, and as well as the needle minders. This is all the holiday ones that I have from them. It's from the different advent boxes, and sometimes with the what's it called? And sometimes they send them with the kits as well. This is the other caterpillar cross stitch. This is the one from all the different kits. So I don't forget, I always put the paper that it goes on, at least one of them, that to remind me where I got these from. So we have this one, these ones here. Let's see, we'll get a better shot. And then these ones here are from the Fat Quarter Shop, from the quarterly bag bundles, or quarterly bag kits that they do. And then we have these up here where they're miscellaneous. We have Gary and Ronnie's from their Christmas box, the Fox and Rabbit, and this is from the Snickerdoodle Stitcher. This is I got from the Stitching in the Wild. Actually, I got this from Stitching in the Wild as well. I got to sit at the table with Brennan and Karen. They were really cool people. And so that's the needle binders. Another question I had was about the Project Keeper pattern names, and where did I get them? So this is the first one that I have. It comes in 4 different this one pattern, 4 different sizes, and it's by Annie's, I believe. Yeah, by Annie's.com. This one was super fun, super easy, and it's what I make the most of. The other one I have is the Tiger Lily Designs with her with the floss on the one side, and then the not a bag, what it's called. Anyways, this is like one pattern as well, but you could do double, or you could do this and that. And so this is pretty cool too. This is Tiger Lily Designs. So yeah, just a Google search and they will you'll be able to find those, or I could try putting them down below as well. And another person was wondering if my kids have like to do this as well. The answer is I tried to get them to do cross stitch, or tried to get them interested in it, and out of the 5 of them, I have for those of you that don't know, I have 5 kids, and out of the 5 of them, only one of them really showed any interest, and only one of them completed a project. And even after that project was finished, she didn't like the cross stitch, so she went over to and she does embroidery instead. So yeah, so that was pretty much all the questions I had. So I guess we should get on to the stitching now, huh? Anyway, so that in January I showed this is my Christmas start, and back then I only had a little bit of this, and I think the fox done. Now I have all this whole done. Now I have the rest of the polar bear to do. Got this tree started, and now there's another tree over here that has to get done. This was gonna be my my Christmas stitching, but then I found something else to do for Christmas stitching, although this is definitely going to go into the rotation once the other one is done, and it's close to being done. And the next thing I worked on was because I have a rotation kind of in my mind at least, of different dates of the month. I do different projects. Like Christmas would be like the 24th and 25th of each month, and then this is for Halloween, so that would be like, it could be the 13th of each month, or it could be the 31st of each month. So with this one, I just finished the top part over here, and I just finished the top part of the house. So now all I have to do is go down and finish the rest of this house, and just keep adding on to the rest of the whole project. This is a caterpillar cross stitch Halloween sow that for sows, for me at least, I consider them a start along. I don't do a stitch along because for some reason I just can never keep up with them, and it's not a bad thing. It's just, you know, one of those things that is. I enjoy starting them. I enjoy the pattern itself, and so I just can't keep up. And then this one is my birthday start ish for last year, and it's a lot of blended flosses, and I was tired of blended flosses, and so I just came down and started with the black. This is one of the eyes right here, and it's a, I call it a birthday start work, whatever you want to call it, stitch along. And but I have another stitch along for my birthday previous from 23 that I wanted to start get done more, because it and so I've been working on that more than this one, and it's all right. This next one is my Thanksgiving my Thanksgiving stitch. This is what it will look like when it's done. And this is from Fat Carter Shop. And it's So Emma design, or it's by It's So Emma. And I have most of it done. It's just now, as they say, just eating your vegetables. I have like all this down here that's all the and there's like more over here that's supposed to go in, and it's just little squares of red and dark pink, and then I have to go back with light pink. And I have an adverse reaction to pink, but then I have 3 daughters, so I had to get over my adverse reaction to pink because one of my youngest daughters, that's her favorite color. And so I'm like, okay, well, you gotta like pink now, Pops, so it's all right. So yeah, so this one I'm just eating the vegetables, as they say, and trying to get all this done. And so this is my Thanksgiving stitch, which is the last or towards the end of the month. I usually do the fourth Thursday of the month, or at least the last week of the month, to, you know, keep it in rotation and keep it like not seasonal, but like, because Thanksgiving is the fourth Thursday of November, so to keep it relevant, I guess you want to call it, if you want to call it that. And then this one is the Fat Quarter Shop stitch along from a couple years ago. Love Potion. And this one, I had the top half done, and this is on a 25 count Lagana. And let me turn this around, get that the right way. So I brought the bottle down, and I've started these hearts over here, and there's just one big heart right here at the edge, a big pink heart, and then this is going to be a little heart as well. And then I'm done with that page, so then I can move on over to the last page and hopefully get this done this year. It's most of the way, 3/4 of the way done for the most part. So that's pretty cool. And this is, I always pull it out like the middle of the month or the 14th of the month, you know, something like that. So keep it going. So yeah, this is going to be coming out pretty soon, the next couple days, to get some work done on it. So this is my birthday start that from 2023 that I really want to get done this year, called Scylla Witches by Teresa Kogut. No, yeah. It's a really cool design. I really like it. And for this one, it's like I get started working on it, and then there's so many little motifs in it, and then it's like each motif is like a finish. And I'm doing this on a Fabric on a Whim colored brick it's a 28 count linen, and it's the first time I ever used the linen. And so what I've gotten done since January is I came all the way over to the edge here on the top, and then I'm going down on this side, and I'm about halfway in the middle, almost halfway in the middle. So this will hopefully be, and then I'll have to go back and put in the green and the back stitching, and hopefully this will be a finish this year. But it's really fun. Once I get working on it, it's each little motif is a finish, and it's just, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need the next one done. I need the next one done. And so it's hard to stop working on it, but then I get to a point where I'm like, okay, I'm done working on it for now. I really need to put that away. There's other things that need my attention. So there's that. Let me put this back in here so I don't lose it. All right. And, oh. So I had a start and a finish this last month, because I was, not only am I doing my own rotation of seasonal, but I am also doing the what is it called? The Whip Go 2025. And so it was Easter last month was, or actually let me see here, it was 9 and 24 for last month, which for me it was the ornaments and Easter. And so I pulled this one out. Uh-oh, where did it go? Oh, here we go. That's not it. This one's it. All right. So I pulled this out, and these are really fun, really fast to do, and I had a start and a finish last month. And this, and then I have all three of them, and I did these all three last year, and it was really fun and quick. And I put them into I used them as a smalls exchange. When I at a retreat. There you go. That's the word I was looking for. And so I used them, the three I made last year as a retreat smalls exchange. And so now I have to remake them for myself. And okay. And then this one is from the Gary and Ronnie's Christmas box from the Scarlet House. This one is my my Christmas start as well, and it's almost done. So close to being done. Excuse me. Getting over being sick, and so now I still have the kind of the residue. So this is on a Fox and Rabbit baked clay 36 count linen. I've never done it, something this high of a count. Is that really? Oh my gosh. So I've never worked on such a high count before. And of course, it started in the middle and did the fa la las. And then I went up to this line here. And see how easy it is? This is like one basic square, Mrs. Square, square, Mrs. Square, square, Mrs. Square, right? So this should be easy. But I work from right to left. And I would start over here. And I'd be off one stitch too far to the right, one stitch too far to the left, then a half a stitch, then because they line up with these letters in a certain way. And oh my gosh, that was such a chore just to get this lined up, because then everything else like lines up off of this, right? And so I finally got this this one basic row done, got it counted right, and then got all this done. Everything was great, and now I'm down at the bottom, which is mostly black and with the white fill-in down at the bottom, black with the white snowflakes. So this is my Christmas stitch that when it comes around, so just get that going down here, and hopefully this will be done in this month or next month. Hopefully, fingers crossed, if all works out well. Yeah. And that's about it. I lost my stitchy bug again, which was not a bad thing. I was at the end of the month last month, and I was just like, you know what? I really don't really want to work on anything, but then it's like I should do something. So I finished some bags. I finished off this bag. I finished my put a bird on it bag. Like, and then this one. Oh, there's a project in it. What's the project? Okay. Yeah, this one is a project I'm going to be starting soon for my sister. And hopefully have it done by the end of the year. It looks pretty easy. Fingers crossed. Yeah. It'll be done by the end of the year. If not, then it'll be done by her for her birthday next year. And speaking of put a bird on it, this has been my current work in progress, and I'm really having fun with this. And this is another one that I get started working on, and I can't stop working on it. And I get one motif done, and then I get another motif done, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't put it down. And then I'm like, okay, well, you need to put it down because there's other stuff to do. So, as everyone should know by now, because a lot of people have been doing this stitch along. This is what it's going to look like. And then I'm not to the point yet where I feel comfortable choosing my own fabrics and flosses. So I'm doing what was called for from Color. Was it Color and Cotton? Where's the? Sorry, hold on just a minute. Sorry, from Roxy Floss. And so I have this much done. And then every first Friday of the month, they do a Zoom meeting, and I tell myself I'm gonna go to the Zoom calls, and then I forget. I'm like, until the couple days later when Sheila and EJ do their floss tube, and they're like, oh, we had a call the other day. I'm like, oh man, missed it again. But you know, we still have a few more months to get on it, so so yeah. So that's everything I've been working on. That's and what I've been up to since my very first floss tube in January. And so hope you enjoyed it. Hope I feel a little bit like it was a little bit scrambled up today, but you know what? It is what it is. And hope you enjoyed the history of how I got into cross stitching and all that. Also, so WIPCO this month, for April, is numbers 4 and 10, which for me is Christmas and Easter again. So, which is good because I could probably hopefully get another one of those Easter stamps done, and I can hopefully get a good almost finish on my Christmas stitch. So that'll be nice. That'll be really nice. I'm trying to see if there's anything else to tell you about. I just don't see anything else at this time. I'm sure I'll find something. My goal and plan is to do at least a once a week, if not every 2 weeks video. Because I really do enjoy the floss tubes that I watch, and they're very consistent. I'm trying to get on the consistent wagon, and so my ultimate goal would be every week to have a floss tube for you, and if not every 2 weeks, I'm gonna try really hard to do the once a week thing. That is my goal, is once a week. So it probably won't be as long because we're at what 39, almost 40 minutes now, and so it probably won't be as long because there'll be less to show, but at least it'll be consistency, right? And so thank you for coming back. If you're subscribed, if you're not subscribed, consider being a subscriber. If you like what you saw, and if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. I appreciate all the comments. And I appreciate you for coming back and coming by to see what my craziness is all about. And I will see you next time. All right. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye.